That could have been battered like 6 or 7.
It was absolutely horrendous from him. I mean, from the get-go, it just looked like City could score, like you say, 6 or 7 goals, and Chelsea were very fortunate that they didn't. Hello and welcome back to the Off the Crossbar Podcast with myself, Regan, Walsh, and my co-presenter, Bradley Morris, for our first show in 2021. How are you today, Brad?
Sister shot from the top down, and the country's on lockdown. I don't know the rest of the words.
Something about a drive-by was the next bit.
I mean, I am feeling blue this morning.
Yes, definitely worth it, as the UK has entered another lockdown until I don't know when, and I don't really care, because we're not talking about coronavirus, we're talking football all the time, as ever, as we are, the football podcasts.
Should probably bin the politics jokes then, other than I'd wrote that.
I mean, if you can get into it, then
I'll probably win that opening talk if you go with the game I hope you go with.
Right, so we have had a lot of Premier League games, a full slate of fixtures, all bar one, which was Burnley Fulham, which was postponed due to a number of positive tests. Due to a number of positive tests in that squad. I mean, it only affected us because it was in our predictions league, but we didn't go for anything entertaining. I mean, I went for a 0-0 and you went for a 1-0, so...
Still cost me points.
So we got underway on Friday evening as Everton welcomed David Moyes back to Goodison Park as his West Ham side travelled up there and took the winner late on thanks to a Thomas Souček goal.
Continues to do the bits of my fantasy team, that bloke.
He's...
I'll captain him in the next one, and he won't do anything.
Well, I mean, he's done really well since joining them.
He's one of those underrated players in the league. I'm saying it now.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I feel like I had something quite similar to say. Like, he's doing really well in that West Ham team, and
he's the Chick-fil-A, isn't he?
Yeah. I was going to say, he seems to be having the same, not as big as an impact as Dimitri Payet had at West Ham, but he seems to be having that same sort of impact, if you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
He's their standout player on a regular basis. The result for Everton sees them in 7th place, whilst West Ham remain in 10th. Only 3 points behind the Toffees now heading into this FA Cup weekend. Next up on Friday night saw our two teams clash as Manchester United welcomed Aston Villa to Old Trafford. The Red Devils took the lead just before half-time thanks to Anthony Martial header from an Aaron Wan-Bissaka cross. It was a really good header from Martial. Poor defending from Tyrone Mings, you'd to say for that one. However, just before the hour mark, Bertrand Traoré levelled things up for Aston Villa. However, they didn't stay level for much longer after Paul Pogba was fouled, and United were awarded a penalty, which Bruno Fernandes converted to seal the 3 points for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side. And your thoughts?
In a piece. Right. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. In vintage Man United, in their penalties for, their players tripping themselves up.
See, I've seen...
We're going to say the contact. It's a tiny bit of contact, but Pogba's gone down from falling over his own feet.
Yeah, but there was initial contact as well, so...
Not enough to make him go down.
Yeah, but there's not enough
We've
for
had
me.
penalties overturned for the same thing. I know these.
For me, I think there's enough to say that's a penalty. Yes, you do see the whole thing of Pogba tripping him up, and it is a bit
Was he not
stupid
5 minutes earlier that he was telling someone to dive himself?
Luke Shaw.
Yeah, because he's that incompetent. He's won't do it.
But yeah, that was always going to be the controversial talking point of that game. For me, it was given. I think I don't know whether there was much that VAR were ever going to overturn in that decision or not.
How would they not asked him to go look at that?
They obviously don't think he's made that big or that much of an error.
Be the VAR official's choice.
Well, that's what it is.
Should always be the official on the pitch who's seeing it happen.
Yeah, but we did say that in a podcast the other month or the other week now when we came up with our ways to improve VAR. I said how they should do it, and it should be left with the on-field decisions of the referees. But yeah, for me, it's a controversial one. United get that penalty. Obviously, Fernandes score it. But if they don't,
and he didn't do his hop, skip, and jump.
Yeah, which was quite surprising, but it was still
because he was coming up with the best goal in the league. That's all.
It was still a good penalty.
He saved it though.
Yeah. Do you think if that penalty wasn't given, do you think the result would have ended level, or do you think United would have went on and got a winner, or Villa themselves?
No, I'd say I'd like to say it would win, but no, I think it would have ended 1-1. I'm still counting the chances that we had at the end that weren't good enough.
Yeah, there was definitely some good late chances from the Villa side.
Watkins just proving he's the unluckiest striker in the league again.
But yeah, 3 points for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side to see them move level on points with Liverpool. Haven't played a game less with them. Speaking of Liverpool, they played yesterday against Ralph Hasenhüttl's Southampton side, and it was the hosts that won 1-0 thanks to an early goal from Danny Ings to give them the 3 points. Good, incredible result for Hasenhüttl's side.
There's a lot coming from this, despite being 1-0.
Yeah, I mean,
look, Hasenhüttl's reaction at the end said it all.
It's just a tactical masterclass from him.
Emotional bloke. He's like Klopp, but less
eccentric.
Yeah.
I mean, to think we just take it back just over 2 years now, because it's December 2018 that he could have got the sack after the 9-0 again. Oh no, December 2019 should have said.
No.
Yeah, I meant 19. They lost 9-0 to Leicester. They were close to him being in the relegation zone, and there was talk of him getting the sack. And now, ever since that game, they've looked great. Yeah, they have lost games, obviously, since that game, but they have looked good, and his tacticalness has been really good.
He's making a 4-4-2 work. That simple 4-4-2.
That's the thing, though. Sometimes all these fancy tactics and formations that these new managers do doesn't always work, and it is sometimes the basics 4-4-2 that gets you the victories, and obviously Hasenhüttl proved that yesterday.
And if we're going to Liverpool, very debatable stuff from Trent Alexander-Arnold's part again.
Yeah, I think he had a.
He's getting called out a lot more for his defending now.
Yeah, I mean,
and if we're keeping on the United thing as well, we need to talk Klopp's comments at the end, if you've seen.
Saying that Man United have been given more penalties than Liverpool.
We're all agreeing with him.
Yeah, then compared to him in his time at Liverpool.
To be fair, they could have had some yesterday. There was the handball on Jack Stevens.
Yeah.
It was not aimed at goal.
It's one of them
you don't know what the handball rule is anymore. That's why it's such a farce.
Yeah, that's one you can't ever make a decision on the handball rule, because it seems to be each decision is made up as they go along.
I think it's pretty much last season that would have been given.
Yeah. Well, you've got to say, over this festive period, as we came to an end to it now, Liverpool haven't really played that good because, I mean, they've played 3 games. Obviously, they drew West Brom 1-1. They drew 0-0 with Newcastle, and then they've lost to Southampton 1-0.
They've lost to relatives they should not be losing to any point. Like last season, they're running through teams and running away the league.
Yeah.
Whereas now they're losing to teams who almost found them out a bit.
Yeah, and
in a way, they don't almost seem like they have a plan B.
No, they don't. And obviously, with the Man United result and with them having a game in hand in them, it is now looking really bad for Liverpool in terms of trying to regain the Premier League again this season.
You cannot lose the title to what was the shittest Man United team at the start of the season.
Well, yeah. I mean, Southampton.
They're winning it, then winning it.
I mean, the Alisson incident as well, when he came running off his line and Southampton nearly scored the second. I can't think who it was now. But Alisson came running out of his box. I think after a free ball was played by one of the Southampton players, completely missed it. The Southampton player, I can't think of who it was now, nearly goes on and fucking scores it. However, one of the Liverpool defenders manages to get back and clears it off the line. But for me, I don't know what Alisson was doing there at all. It's absolutely ridiculous. That was it. It was Jan Valery who set the ball through and come out and meet it. Completely fails, and then the shot goes toward goal, but Jordan Henderson had to sprint back and clear it off the line. But yeah, as we said, Liverpool still remain top on goal difference, but Man United have a game in hand. Now back over to the other weekend results. Tottenham played Leeds United on Saturday lunchtime, and it was Jose Mourinho's side that run out 3-0 winners. A penalty from Harry Kane just before the half-hour mark, and then a second from Heung-min Son 2 minutes before half-time, and then a third from Toby Alderweireld 5 minutes after the break sealed all 3 points for Mourinho's side. However, they did finish with 10 men after Matt Doherty picked up a second yellow card in stoppage time.
Well, we know where to rise in this.
I mean, Son and Kane are just lethal, aren't they?
I was talking about latest performance. Well done, lads. Well done. You played courageous once again. Well done.
Yeah.
You losers. Just go all over. It's at a point I just can't take it seriously anymore.
Yeah,
it's not Leeds' fault because they're just peddling this idea.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, like, they might play some of the best attacking football in the league you've ever seen. Nobody gives two shits if they're conceding goals and losing games. Like, oh, you've played really well. Yeah, but as I always say,
when they're battering West Brom 5-0.
Yeah.
But, you have to criticise them when they lose to, it's 6-2 and Tottenham 3-0.
Yeah, you have to. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah. I mean, we've been criticising every other team that loses this season. Why don't we deserve to criticise Leeds and their performances? Because it's, for me, I just don't understand the sky hype around it. Like, yeah, they're playing good, but if they're not winning the game, then you need to look and say, right, the incident for the penalty, was there any need for the foul to be committed? For me, I don't think there was, because it was Alioski that brought down Stephen Bergwijn. I think he could have made a better tackle if he stayed on his feet. And then Heung-min Son, again, good goal. You could say Leeds defending could have been better for it. And then it shows they hadn't paid much attention to the halftime team talk as they conceded within 5 minutes.
Yeah, I only took one thing from this, and it's that Jose Mourinho loves the Villa.
Yeah, that was a strange comment at the end of the game saying
he's scared of us. Have you not seen his record against us over the years?
No, has he got a bad record?
We are, in a way, bogus.
Really?
In some slight way.
Very strange. The result sees Spurs into 4th place on 29 points, and Leeds are down into 12th on 23 points. Next up saw Crystal Palace welcome Sheffield United to Selhurst Park, and it was the Eagles that won 2-0. An early goal from Jeffrey Schlupp, and then a great goal from Rebice Eze just before half-time sealed the 3 points for Roy Hodgson's side. Sheffield United just look down and out, don't they?
Put them at stop. He's already dead. Just put him out of their misery now.
Yeah, I mean, we always say like these teams need miracles to happen, but they need more than a miracle to help them out this year because they are struggling so bad.
Even the vaccine couldn't save them.
I don't even. It's one of them where they would need some sort of like mega takeover and be able to spend money. Well, yeah, but I mean, like Man City type money to help them out. But yeah, good result for Palace. Very good goal from Rebice Eze. It's very similar to the Heung-min Son goal that won the Puskás Award for Goal of the Year last year. Not as obviously high quality, but still good goal.
Eze went past 2 players. Son went past about 5.
Yeah.
And was at the other end of the pitch.
Well, yeah, but it was still a good
discrediting it. Very good goal, still.
The result sees Palace. Yeah, it was absolutely abysmal from Sheffield United. The result sees Palace climb up to 14th on 22 points, and obviously Sheffield United remain bottom with 2 points, having endured the worst start to Premier League season ever. And then it was a surprisingly entertaining game at the Amex Stadium as Brighton played Wolverhampton Wanderers. The game finished 3-3. Brighton's goal scorers were Aaron Connolly, Neil Maupay from the penalty spot, and Lewis Dunk. And then Wolves' goal scorers were Roman Saiss, a Dan Burn own goal, and a Ruben Neves penalty. You got to say, Dan Burn had a very entertaining 69 minutes while he was on the pitch.
Man was going for that. I can't remember who else he was always recognised trying like the worst game in Premier League history because he scored like 2 own goals or something.
Didn't David Luiz have that like against Man City? Like, didn't he? He scored
an own goal. That's up there as well. But there was another one I can't remember. But yeah, it was a shocker from Dan Burn. He was getting ripped.
I mean, there's no surprise. He got hooked with 20 minutes left by Graham Potter. But I mean, yeah, that was a roller coaster of a game for both sets of fans, you got to say. Very disappointing for Wolves. You got to think that's a game they should be winning. Last season, you would say they would have easily won that game, but this season, Wolves are they can't find that final gear to win these type of games now.
No, it's weird. I thought our top 3 won. They've got this, but then they just screwed it up. Again.
It's very strange from them.
But I've got it. That was it. Then it was Jonathan Walters
against Chelsea, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I think he got an own goal.
Missed a penalty.
Yeah, the missed penalty right at the end, and
I thought it was 2 own goals and a missed penalty.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, I was reading through it. It was 2 own goals and a missed penalty at the end.
Yeah, that was back in 2017, I want to say.
I don't know, it feels like much earlier.
Between 2015 and 2017, I want to say that incident for John Waters. But yeah, the result sees Wolverhampton Wanderers slip down to 13th on 22 points, and Brighton remain outside the relegation zone on 14 points, having played 2 more games than Fulham. The final game of Saturday saw West Bromwich Albion welcome Mikel Arteta's side to the Hawthorns on what was a snowy pitch, hard conditions, unless your name's Kieran Tierney.
It looks something from the NFL.
Tierney did open the scoring for Mikel Arteta's side, and then Bukayo Saka added a second just before the half-time break, and then Braith in the second half, or Alexander Lacazette, gave the Gunners all 3 points. So much for them, Big Sam. Arsenal being a
Big Sam's
relegation.
blue one army.
Arsenal being in a relegation battle with you, Sam. Doesn't seem to be the way now, does it?
Arsenal are 6 off top 4. I hate this season.
And only 3 points behind Chelsea.
If they get top 4 this season, my God. Okay. Which would be worse, United winning the league or Arsenal getting top 4?
Well, obviously, I'm going to say Arsenal getting top 4.
I know what you're going to say.
Why would you ask me that question?
No, I instantly realised that. That's for people listening, Marcus. Which would you rather have?
I think they would.
We know what you would like.
Okay, what would you prefer? Man United winning the league or Arsenal getting 4th?
Can I have neither?
I mean, technically, yes. But if you had to choose one of the two,
I'd say United winning the league, so Villa can still get top 4.
And Arsenal can still be the banter club.
That's over. That's already over.
They'll still.
For now, it's already over.
They'll give us some banter, but yeah, they've looked good under the last 3 weeks. You got to say, it's definitely the way they're playing with that lineup now, with Emile Smith-Rowe, Bukayo Saka. Them two are definitely looking good, and then
the class of 2020.
Yes, and then the 2 centre backs of Pablo Mari and Rob Holding have looked quite decent in the last few games.
And they've still got William Saliba, if they ever want him.
Well, he headed out on loan to Nice yesterday, after we recorded our transfer special, which you can listen to on YouTube and elsewhere.
I set you up there.
Thank you.
God, we take great chances.
Yes, the youngster headed out on loan to Nice for the remainder of the season without a buy option. And then the second game, not the second game, the first game on Sunday after the Burnley-Fulham one was postponed saw Newcastle welcome Brendan Rodgers' side to the St James's Park. Very quiet first half. Well, it was the second half where it got lively. 10 minutes after the restart, James Maddison scored for the Foxes, and then 18 minutes from time, Yuri Tielemans doubled their lead. However, they couldn't keep a clean sheet as 8 minutes from time, Andy Carroll scored a consolation goal, but it wasn't enough as Leicester walked away with all 3 points. Leicester just kept it cool, calm and convincing, really.
Which is exactly what they do away from home and not at home, which is just a weird one. But, yeah.
Yeah, you would expect them type of performances to be at the King Power rather than the other way round, them being away from home. The result sees Leicester stay into third place. Or stay in third place, not stay into third place. That makes no sense there. Whilst Newcastle are down in 15th, but they have played a game less than the few teams above them on 19 points. And then the final game that we haven't talked about, which actually didn't disappoint.
We've left this till last, I don't know.
No, neither do I, actually. I don't know why I've left it so late. But for once,
we'll get a good clickbait out of it.
Yeah. However, the 4:30 kickoff for once on Sky didn't disappoint. Well, I mean, it did disappoint for Chelsea fans. But
it depends which side you were looking at this from.
For the neutral and Man City fans, it definitely didn't disappoint, as Manchester City run out 3-1 winners at Stamford Bridge. Goals from Ilkay Gundogan, Phil Foden and Kevin De Bruyne inside the first 35 minutes handed City the win. I know we was talking about Mikel Arteta being under pressure and is he that good of a manager, but now you got to say the same about Frank Lampard.
Dear oh dear. This man. I don't want to be like everyone else to say he's a fraud, but questions now need to be asked because this was not normal.
No.
They could have been battered like 6 or 7.
It was absolutely horrendous from him. I mean, from the get-go, it just looked like City could score, like you say, 6 or 7 goals. And Chelsea were very fortunate that they didn't. I don't even know what to say about Chelsea results recently. I mean, it's just...
It is. It's as much as Thiago Silva's known for, like, captain and all that. That team couldn't look more like they're missing a leader.
And he's too busy being your assistant manager now. Yeah, I 100% agree. They don't have a proper leader in that squad. I think it's because it's fairly a new squad. I mean...
Well, it's one of these that N'Golo Kante's turned into a pile of dross.
Yeah. He's not as half as good as he used to be. But yeah, looking at that Chelsea squad, it is a bunch of fairly new players. I mean, Mendy was bought in the summer, Chilwell was bought, Silva was bought, Werner and Ziyech were bought in the summer. Pulisic has recently joined them. So the only long-standing players are Mateo Kovacic, who's been there for a few seasons now, N'Golo Kante, Cesar Azpilicueta, Kurt Zouma, and Mason Mount.
I think so. So the sympathy train stopped with Werner.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say about. He's just struggling really, really badly, isn't he?
It's Torres-like, isn't it?
Morata-like as well. I mean, yeah, Torres
for Chelsea, doesn't it?
They sign a player for over 50 million, a striker, and they just struggle in recent years. Obviously, them 3 that we've mentioned.
Well, yeah, history. You could say Shevchenko was almost like that.
Yeah, he was really like that. Nicolas Anelka.
No, not as much Anelka.
Not as much, but he didn't have as good of run as I think many was expecting to.
No, I think with those other 4 that we've mentioned, I don't think Anelka's near it.
Yeah, but time definitely seems to be running out for Frank Lampard now. I mean, there was talk that...
Well, you seem to think so. You've put the sacking article on the drafts already.
I think he's gone. For me, I think it won't be too long before they get rid of him. I mean, The Athletic were reporting after that game that Chelsea are already looking at alternatives should he get the sack. He's got the worst points per game record under the Roman Abramovich era, getting 1.67 points per game.
That just seems mental.
Yeah.
You look at all the managers that have gone, and you feel like a bit worse.
I mean, in the papers today, there's a few names that have been drawn up should he get the sack. And former PSG manager Thomas Tuchel is on the list.
Can I guess that Allegri's in there as well?
Yep. Can you guess any others?
Mark Hughes.
No. Brendan Rodgers, Ralph Hasenhüttl,
Brendan, go there.
And Andrei Shevchenko.
Is Shevchenko too busy in politics?
He's the Ukraine manager.
No, because most Ukraine football legends seem to be in politics there.
No. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see how much longer Frank is given at the club before Abramovich does make the decision to sack him. For me, I think he's maybe got another 2-3 games.
Well, if you lose to Morecambe.
I think he's got a couple more games left in him.
Is it? I need the last thing because I told you about this. It was a poll that I saw. It was a joke poll, nothing to be serious, but it was more the comments that made me laugh on it. Because the poll was done. Who has done a better job, Frank Lampard or Boris Johnson?
I mean,
I saw it when the results came up. It was Boris Johnson with 70%.
That's brilliant.
I mean, then again, one blames everything on everyone else, and the other's the Prime Minister.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, looking at that poll, it's like choosing whether to be punched in the head or kicked in the balls.
Yeah, it's a lose-lose situation. Is he given, like we said, I think if they lose to Morecambe, I think he's 100% gone this weekend. But if not, then it's really surprising if he stays in the job for much longer if the results keep going the way they are. Because, I mean, at this rate, they will fall below Arsenal, who 2 minutes ago we were calling relegation fighters.
It feels like it was 2 minutes ago.
I know, it was 2 minutes ago, yeah. It was actually like 2-3 weeks ago, and they've since changed
it
their
feels
form
like
around.
we said that last year.
Leave the door now and don't ever come back and let it hit you on the way out for that awful joke.
It's weird, that's exactly what Roman Abramovich will tell Frank Lampard.
Well done. Yeah, so that's all the Premier League wrapped up this weekend. Elsewhere in the world of football, La Liga came back after its short break. The big teams, Real Madrid and Atletico, both winning. Real Madrid winning 2-0 against Celta Vigo. Marco Asensio and Lucas Vazquez with the goals for Zinedine Zidane's side. Atleti won 2-1 against Alaves. Luis Suarez and Marcos Llorente back in for Diego Simeone's side. However, Alaves did play the last half an hour with 10 men after Victor Lagardia got a straight red card. And just like one win West seems to sneak, but didn't really played that well. Frankie de Jong goal, that's the 3 points for Ronald Koeman's side. So Atleti remain top on 38 points. Real are 2 points behind them and played 2 more games. Real Sociedad sit in third. They drew with Osasuna this weekend. Villarreal are in fourth and Barcelona are down in fifth. Gotta say, it's still Atleti's to run away with.
It does seem like it. I didn't know they were all back this week, so I missed everything.
Yeah, they came back on Sunday. So that is when that returned. And then over in Italy, they also returned on Sunday from their little 2-week international break. Inter Milan beat Crotone 6-2. Goals from Achraf Hakimi, Lautaro Martinez getting a hat-trick, Romelu Lukaku, and then an own goal from Luca Marone sealed the 3 points for Milan. Roma managed a 1-0 win over Sampdoria, Edin Dzeko getting their goal. Napoli beat Cagliari 4-1. Lorenzo Insigne scoring a penalty. Hervin Lozano, Piotr Lazinski getting a brace for the side from Naples. AC Milan beat Benevento 2-0. Rafael Leao and Frank Kessie scoring the goals, but they did play the whole second half and the last 15 minutes of the first with 10 men after Sandro Tonali got a straight red card. And Juventus beat Udinese 4-1 thanks to goals from Cristiano Ronaldo, Frederic Chiesa, and Paulo Dybala. Ronaldo got a brace for Andrea Pirlo's side. So AC Milan are still being like the AC Milan of old.
It really does feel like we've gone back in time. Man United are going to win the league again, and now AC Milan are on top.
It's a very strange time in the world of football, especially after both teams' recent years where they haven't looked like winning a league title.
The nostalgic times are coming back.
I don't think anything else has happened in the world of football unless I've completely missed it.
We didn't need to go through the whole Bundesliga other than that moment for Frankfurt or Leverkusen. I forgot who he played for. I'm obviously talking Nadia Mamiri going for the Puskas already.
By Leverkusen.
It was against Frankfurt, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what confused me.
I mean, what a goal that was from him. It's something that you'd see someone scoring on FIFA.
That's the kind of thing I've always just tried in the park just because I'm an arsehole.
Yeah. It's one of them goals where
Oh, I'm going to
You
try and
pull
get
it
Regan.
off.
No, I'm not.
Unbelievable finish from Amiri. However, it wasn't enough, as Frankfurt would go on to win the game 2-1. Amin Younes scored, and an own goal from Edmund Tapsch Sober sealed the 3 points for Frankfurt. Obviously, the big sides, Leipzig managed a 1-0 win over Stuttgart. Dani Olmo with the goal for Leipzig. Dortmund beat Wolfsburg 2-0 thanks to a goal from Manuel Akanji and Jadon Sancho getting his first of the year. And Bayern Munich came from 2-0 down to beat Mainz 5-2 with Joshua Kimmich, Leroy Sané, Nicolas Sula, and a brace from Robert Lewandowski sealing the win for the Bavarian side. Right, that is it for the world of football, results-wise.
We don't have a Did you see that this week?
No, because
Everybody's seen everything.
yeah, and not a really lot that has actually happened.
No, not really, but this is where I have quite literally an alternative game.
Yep.
So we were discussing this beforehand. The alternative game, we will both of us choose one game, and then we get the other person to guess how many players were in this team from that game. It's always a nice nostalgic look at some of the teams from the past as well.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Did you want to go first with this one, or?
No, I'll let you give me the team and I'll predict it. See how many players I can name. Obviously, we're not allowed to look it up ourselves.
Is that you've got your game ready, haven't you?
Yep.
So I've gone. The game is AC Milan versus Liverpool.
From 2005?
2007.
Oh,
23rd of May, 2007. The Olympic Stadium in Athens, the Champions League final.
Yeah, which
So
Milan?
Name me the AC Milan team. How many of them can you name? This is a squad, by the way.
I think I could probably.
And just that this is subs as well.
Oh,
do we want to do that actually?
Yeah, we can do subs as well. I
Bonus
think
point for the manager, but you can't say the manager until you've named all the players.
Right. I think I could probably do about 8 to 10.
8 to 10 of the 18.
Yeah. So
name them.
Kaka would have been in that team.
Kaka is in there.
Seedorf.
He's in there.
Dida.
He's in there.
Ignacio Abate, defender.
Ignacio Abate.
Yeah.
He's not in there.
Really?
You fucked it already. You get. We'll make this where you get 3 guesses. You can't have 3 wrong guesses.
Okay. I can't think of the strikers in that team now. Maldini.
Maldini's in there. Captain. Capitan.
Oh my god, this is struggling here. AC Milan 2007.
Remember the phone number. What was your phone number? You said
8 to 10.
You need 1, really.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with 8 now, based on how bad I've done. Was it Shevchenko part of the AC Milan team then?
Shevchenko wasn't. That's your second. Can't have one more mistake and it's over.
Oh my god, this is a lot harder than I was expecting. Oh, if only you gave me that Liverpool team, I think I would have probably got a few more.
Oh, sorry, trust me. Look at that Liverpool team. I don't think you would.
Really?
There's some shockers in there.
Was Clarence Seedorf in that AC Milan team?
You said Seedorf.
Did I?
Yep. Trust me, there's like 3 or 4 in here that are massive.
My mind has gone completely blank here. I can't think of any AC Milan player from that era now.
Are you passing then?
Yeah, my mind's
gone. You passed. That means I only need to get 4 players for the team. No, 5. I need to get 5 then. The starting 11 of this Milan team. Dida in goal. At right back was Massimo Oddo. So in the centre backs you had Maldini, the legend. His centre back partner was Alessandro Nesta.
I just
can't think of the dream partnership.
Yeah, my mind went completely blank there.
Left back, Marek Yankolovsky. And then, how you didn't get this sense of it pairing? Actually, the three of them. But you said you didn't say any of them. Have you just got?
Pirlo,
You've got
Gattuso,
her.
and Ambrosini.
Oh, you've
And,
said it.
oh no!
And you missed out Inzaghi.
And Kaka.
No, you said Kaka.
Did I?
He's Kaka and
Yes,
Seidel for your first two.
yes.
But
Oh,
the bench is
God.
like you forgot Cafu.
Yeah.
Serginia. He's a no name. And
Oh,
Alberto Gilardino.
oh my God.
And then if you'd have guessed the eight, I would have allowed you to guess the manager for bonus point, which would have been Ancelotti.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
So that means I only need to name 5.
Oh, well, I feel like that's too easy now. The game I was gonna go.
I offered you the chance to go first. But obviously we'll switch this if we keep doing this. We'll switch it and I'll go first next time.
Right. I want you to name as many players as you think you can from the 2004 Manchester United FA Cup winning squad against Millwall.
What a game. Oh,
United went on to win 3-0.
I'm so glad you didn't ask about that Millwall team because I would have been able to name 2 of them. So I just thought that Team K and Dennis Wise are in that team. That's all I know.
And
So,
the man that went on to manage them afterwards was Neil Harris as well.
yeah, that was it. So Man U in goal. No, actually, no, 9 goal. I only need 5, but I think I could name more.
Okay.
So Ronaldo.
Yep.
I want to say Wayne. Shrek's in there. But Shrek
Nope.
not in there. Not
Nope.
even on the bench.
Nope.
That's one lost then. Shit.
It was before he joined.
Then it's Van Nistelrooy then.
Yep.
Rhea.
Nope.
Ferdinand's not in there.
Nope.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. I can't bottle this. Right, Scholes
That's
is in
too
there.
wrong. Yep.
Gary Neville.
Yep.
Is that 4?
Yep.
So we've drawn them. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
come on. I've got to get one more, surely. Oh, yeah. I don't see. I feel like the goalkeeper's obvious, but I can't. There's a midfielder there as well. There's one I'm thinking of, but I feel it's way too soon.
Who are you going with?
Fuck it, I think Roy Keane's in there.
Oh, you just sneaked it. Well done.
Oh. Can I say,
So
I'm going to go with the random game. Is it too soon for Darren Fletcher?
No. Fletcher's in the team
Listen, I wanted to go Phil Neville as well.
amongst the substitutes. So,
Goalie.
yeah.
I think the bench goalie is Roy Carroll.
Yep.
I don't know if the starting was. I feel like that's too early for Van der Sar.
It is.
Oh, it is Van der Sar.
No, it's too early for Van der Sar.
It's not Bartes.
Nope.
Who is it?
American. Played for Everton as well.
Is it Tim Howard?
Yep. Tim Howard.
When did he play for Man U?
He was there before Van der Sar.
How have I forgot this?
Before he went to Everton. He was there between 03 and 07 at Man United.
I completely forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the joy of this game?
So it is Tim Howard in goal, Gary Neville right back, Wes Brown and Mikael Sylvester as centre backs, John O'Shea at left back, right midfield Ronaldo, centre mids of Fletcher and Keane, left mid of Ryan Giggs.
I knew that was an obvious one.
Second striker as Paul Scholes, and then the lone centre
Scholes, the second striker.
Yeah, or centre attacking mid, and then the lone striker of Ruud van Nistelrooy, and then on the bench you said Roy Carroll and Phil Neville. You could have Nicky Butt, Eric Jemba,
Oh, fucking legend.
and the current manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, again.
Yes.
I almost want to miss. Did you see that more often? Just every night.
That final was played at the Millennium Stadium as well, as Wembley was getting done up before they moved. And that was the last FA Cup final Man United won for a long time before they beat Crystal Palace. So there's a little fact for you. Right. I don't think there's anything else that we've missed about in the world of football. Obviously, we'll be back later on in the week to preview this week's Premier League games.
Premier League games.
Sorry, FA Cup games.
It's the greatest weekend in the English football calendar. How dare you?
Yes, that's my bad. We will also have the WSL back after its 2-week winter break. So some games to look forward to there. And anything else? We'll also have our second transfer news show of the week a little later on. Hopefully there's some big stuff happening or have happened by the time we go to record it.
If you're following the Don himself, Fabrizio Romano, then David Alaba's going to be a talking point.
Well, David Alaba will probably be a talking point throughout the whole window, I'd imagine. So before we do sign off, though, we'll have a quick look back at our predictions league, as I did mention it briefly. So Tottenham versus Leeds. I went with 1-0 to Spurs. You went with 2-1 Leeds. So
the last time I predict them, the fucking arseholes.
So that is 2 points there for me, none for you. Brighton Wolves. Brad, you get it right with it being a draw, so you got 2 points there. I didn't get any. Newcastle Leicester. I get 3 points, not 3 scores. 3 points as I got a correct score with it being 2-1. You only get 2 for it being Leicester win. Chelsea Man City, we both get nothing because we both predicted draws. Though I did get the amount of goals right.
One time I go for the 0-0 and it just doesn't happen.
Yeah. I did get the amount of goals right. I went with 2-2. But obviously we get no points.
You get no. Bruce said this, especially nothing in this game, Robert.
Burnley Fulham, as we said, was postponed, and then Southampton Liverpool last night. We both get no points as neither of us predicted the Saints win. So that leaves you on 28 points and me still ahead on 49. Obviously, this weekend we'll do.
Was that not 29 at some point?
No.
You sure?
Positive, because I update it like after every game that we've done in the predictions league.
That's what worries me.
I don't think I've messed up. Right. So obviously later on in the week we will do more than likely FA Cup predictions.
Okay. I'm keeping an eye on you.
I mean, if I have messed up, and you can hear it in one of the other podcasts, then
because I don't recall being 20 points behind.
Yeah, you have been. So we'll be back later in the week to do our transfer show and our Premier League, FA Cups. We need to get Premier League out of my head this weekend.
Well, let's know how you think of this tournament.
We'll talk about that on the preview show. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe wherever you are listening to this podcast. And we'll be back in a few days' time. So enjoy the rest of the week and staying safe and keeping yourself entertained, whatever that may be, especially if you're in the United Kingdom, considering there's not a lot you can do except listen to old episodes of this.
Well, Eric Idle said it best, didn't he? Life's a piece of shit.
When you look at it, you can laugh and cry. Can't think of the rest of the lyrics.
I never do a cover version of this.
However, we do know, especially in the UK, there's nothing to enjoy.
At least the football's still on, guys.
Oh yeah, apart from the football and getting to listen to us.
Oh, the joy.
Yes. Some things in life are bad. They can certainly make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle, and this will help things turn out for the best. And always listen to the Crossbar Podcast, out twice a week. Yes, I've just done a new version of that song, and that is where we're going to end.
And I'm just about to walk away now.
So we'll see you later on this week, and it's goodbye from me and goodbye from Brad.
If I haven't died by the end of the week, you'll know.
We'll see you soon.